Important post-market video on Tuesday, August 10th, 2010. Welcome to freetradingvideos.com, D7 here. And the Feds leave the rates unchanged. And right after they made that announcement, we bounced off our lows for the day, come rallying back. And as it stands, we still took it on the chin a little bit. Dow down 0.5%, the S&P down 0.6%, and more than 1% on the NASDAQ and the Russells. The VIX was much higher and just slightly higher at this very moment. And post-market, we continue to see some futures showing weakness. But here's why the video is so important, and I hope you share this with friends and pass it on. Now, here's a disclaimer right out of the gates. The markets can do whatever they want to. And to be quite frank, we have a high base formation here on the S&P daily. It's a high base, which is more bullish than bearish. But we have this rising wedge, which is more bearish than bullish. But the part I want to share with you, and this is over 12 years of trading experience that I want to point out to you, is something very crucial happened today, and the masses will miss this. But you, as an FTV member and user coming to the website, you will not miss this. The thing that I want you to be aware of is we closed below this trend line. How was this trend line drawn? It was drawn from bodies here. We have 3 hits on bodies, 4, 5, 6, and counting this wick, 7, 8, and then a body here, 9. And then right here we hit again 10. This trend line is a significant trend line that's been hit multiple times. What happened that is so crucial right now on this candlestick? Yesterday I was telling you that there wasn't hardly any room. Be expecting a move to happen. The move happened, but it gave it all back by day's end, in large part due to the news. But if you look very closely here, what you have is a close below that trend line. To an average trader, they won't have these trend lines drawn, or if they do, they won't be correct. And they will not at all notice that, because it looks the same as what it's been the last 5 trading sessions or so. But this one is significantly different. And here, if you look at this orange line, look where we hit. This is our shadow trend line, which is kind of a secondary trend line. We hit here, we come up, we hit here. Do you see that? There's 2 hits. Any 2 points will give you a straight line, but we actually get a third right here. The more a trend line gets tagged, the more solid or relevant it becomes. And today we close below it. We close below our 1117 mark. That's that big beefy till line right here. Or we drop below that. We drop below the 200-day moving average. That's our red trend line, or moving average line. And then we went below this shadow trend line. You should have stayed within that. We didn't. It just shows how weak today was for us to drop below that. The Feds come out, do their talking, the markets rally right back up to put us within this consolidation. At one point before the close, we were actually up here, and I thought we'd closed and heal itself in closing at the very high here, just like this one kind of did. I thought we'd get a close right up there with kind of a hammer type candlestick, but it didn't. It came right back down. And that is where we sustained some significant damage in the markets. As a technician, I loaded up on my hedges. I am completely hedged going into tomorrow's session because I am by no means as confident as what I was yesterday. And I wasn't overly confident yesterday, but we did close above the 100-day moving average, which was acting as resistance. But today is the day that things were broken. So at this point, I'm hedged. I still have my longs going, but I am hedged. I did unload one of my longs today. They did stop out. The rest of them are still in play. and that's where we're at. If you look down here at the MACD, look at the, we got a nice significant down tick right now, already developed. The lines are heading south right here, and that's where we're at. We have several signed up for tonight's Meet the Mentor, and if you want to know about our mentoring program where you learn about all about technical and fundamental analysis and you get the full picture and to really understand going into the markets with your eyes open, you have that opportunity tonight. Matter of fact, it's at 8:30 Eastern Standard Time, and maybe it works for some of you, maybe it doesn't. But I will be telling you all about our mentoring program, and looking forward to that. Safe trading to each of you.